Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are an old friend, then welcome back. Alright. Oh, happy winter solstice. I'm going to start with this deck today. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video and or the channel as a whole. Oh, boundary protection. I'm a role model. So I feel like you have learned how to place boundaries around yourself in order to protect yourself and others, right? And you are becoming a role model, either for your own children, for other children around you, nieces, nephews, students, whatever the case may be. Maybe you volunteer and help kids, you know, but you are becoming a true role model for the younger people around you. Well, actually, for the older people around you as well. And I think it's difficult. I think some of the boundaries that you may be having to place maybe with these older people that have a hard time viewing you as a role model, even though I feel like that is the role, right, that God wants you to have. God placed you in their life at this moment in time for that purpose. They're meant to learn something from you because you have something they don't, or you know something they don't, and they can't wrap their head around that. So self-compassion and healing. Damn. So I feel like what it is that you have to teach them is how to love yourself and heal from maybe feeling unloved at some point in your life, or feeling like you had to earn love. And this is, look, 10-10. So that's the karmic endings, right? And we have, look, 4 and 8. 4 is half of 8. So you may be like half this person's age. I'm getting. But basically, it's just confirming like what I said already, that like you might be younger. Yeah, and you've learned how to recognize your intuition and stand on it, right? And use your intuition to stand your ground, to protect yourself, you know, to create boundaries, and to whom you need to create boundaries with, which is really everyone, but like, you know, to whom maybe you need to up your boundaries with certain people, you know. And 2, we have the waiting game. So we have 2, 7, and 2 again. So we have 22 and 7, and 22 to me is angel. So, oh, Lordy be. Waiting on an angel. Right. So it's like you know that you have some kind of partner on a soul level, whether it's just like a best friend or a romantic partner. You know, intuitively, maybe you've known your whole life that like you're meant to have someone in your life who you can be very close to, like who you can put your boundaries down for and let them in and trust them. Because this is someone who is actually, like, their purpose here is to protect you so that you can be and do, you know, what you need to be and do, without fear of getting hurt, right? So this is someone who's sent to love you, right? Just to love you, someone that you can actually trust, okay? And so it's like you're waiting. You've been waiting on this person, someone who's going to stand up for you, right? Defend you. And right now, I feel like part of the journey was that you had to learn how to do this for yourself, before this person could come in and do it for you. And it's really just, I feel like it's really just going to free you up in a way to focus on other things, right? So you won't have to worry so much about, like, who you let into your life, because it's like this person, you're going to let this person into your life, and you can trust this person, and they're going to be very careful about who is around you, you know, and who is allowed to be, like, they're going to be like a bodyguard. There we go. Like a spiritual bodyguard. This person, it's going to be like a spiritual bodyguard, and you're both angels, right? It's like this angel is sent to protect you. Their mission is to protect you while you are here doing your angel mission. Yeah, that's interesting. So we have 4, 8, again, 4 and 8, and solitude. So I feel like with 4 and 8 here, the boundary, protection, and role models, I feel like whoever this person who is that's older than you, right, thought that they could have power over you simply because, you know, they're older. And although I do believe it is important to, you know, respect those who came before us, it's just as important to respect those who come after us. Everybody deserves respect, right? And it's like this person, they may have respect for older people, but they're missing the respect for younger people. They don't see how they're valuable, needed, and necessary. I feel like they see them more as if they're like a burden, or something like that, like maybe that, yes, that you have to like teach them lessons and things like that, but I feel like the lessons that this person is trying to teach are about power, control, domination, less about love, compassion, respect, wisdom, you know, freedom, things like that. They're missing the mark. They're not quite where they think they are. Okay, they consider themselves like a powerful leader. Okay, they think they are, but they're really not. And I feel like they've tried to overpower you for a very long time, and that's why you've had to put these boundaries up. And this could be someone that you viewed as a role model. You know, and so it's very difficult for you to now have to realize that you need to place boundaries with this person and then follow through with that and see them in a whole nother light, right? Rest and rejuvenation. So it's like now that you see the truth, you're having to kind of, with solitude here as well, you're having to kind of come together, you know, with yourself, and kind of heal, especially with healing there, right? Heal from having to have gone through everything that you've been through. You know, it's kind of like waking up to the fact that your hero is the villain, okay, in your story. And you're having to kind of like recover from that, is kind of what I'm getting. Very much so, like having to recover from, you know, waking up to the reality that, and maybe it could even be that you thought that this person was the person sent to love and protect you, you know, and realizing that that's not the case. But I do feel like with Waiting Game, you do have someone who is genuinely that person, who is going to be coming in, either, you know, as a romantic partner, or like a parental type figure, or just like a best friend type of thing. And so sometimes, you know, in order to manifest something into our lives, we may have to let go of something else to make room. So if you have a person in a certain role, you know, well, let's just say like a boyfriend, girlfriend, okay? And you realize or decide that this is not the person for you, and you want to make room for the person that is for you, you're going to have to break up with this person, with this one that you already have, right? Get them out of your life, and then then the new one can come along, you know? Like the new one's not going to come till the old one is gone, kind of thing, is what I'm getting from this. And again, it could be, I'm getting many different scenarios here. You know, parent-child, student-teacher, you know, and like romantic type situations. Could be business, but I'm just not feeling that quite as much. Seems much more on like a personal level. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So, like with, yeah, intuition here. I feel like it's taken you a long time to learn to trust yourself and your own intuition. And I feel like with the hero, you know, becoming the villain kind of thing here, I'm getting that part of the reason that you had a hard time trusting yourself and your own intuition is because that maybe this person gaslighted you a lot. They didn't want you to believe your own thoughts and feelings and intuition, because they may have been telling you, screaming out to you, that this person was not as they appeared. And so in order like to self-preserve, like out of self-preservation, this person probably realized on some level that they needed to change how you saw them. And so they would gaslight you into believing that you were wrong when you were right. And that is how they ended up getting you to believe that they were, you know, like the superhero, when in reality, they were the villain all along. And we have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. right? So it's like either you, in order to heal, you may need to forgive this person. But remember, forgiveness does not mean forget. And with solitude here, we also have loneliness. And I know that I am never alone. So you, you may need to break up, take that as you will, with this person, okay? And be alone for a while. And understand that even when you're alone, you're never really alone, because I'm seeing this differently now as well. With the intuition, waiting game, stand your ground, angels, protecting, it's not just here in the physical world, this is also in the 5D. You already have this in the 5D. Even though you may be alone in the 3D world, you already have at least one other person who you are in union with in the spiritual realm. And I feel like whatever is going on here is leading you towards each other in the physical world. It's like your souls are speaking to one another, okay, on how to get to each other in the 3D. This intuition, very much so, is what I'm getting from that. And it's like, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, we'll always come back to one another. But that doesn't always happen. You know what I mean? I feel like in many lifetimes, you didn't make it back to each other, but you're going to in this life, right? Very much a soulmate energy, but on like a whole higher level. All right, angels, temperance, angels, and a chariot. Like angels, traveling, moving, victorious. Well, I'm getting like a little bit of like gladiators from this as well, like warring angels, you know, coming together. Like you're really like, you're really both like fighting so hard to come together in the here and now. I feel like it may have been a very, very long time since your souls have been together, right? The balance. And we have the light and the dark with the temperance. So it's like, I mean, I kind of feel like it's like a good angel and a bad angel coming together. But I'm getting kind of like sweet, loving, gentle, kind, bad, you know, like angel with like badass, like I'll fuck you up if you know, like protector, like if you mess with them kind of angel. And so both have a common goal, right? So it's like love is the common goal, right? The commonality. And they just comes out in different ways. It shows in different ways. And one may seem dark, but really it's just kind of a different way of doing the same thing. It's very much destined, I feel like, with the chariot here. I feel like it's very like destined. Okay, 4 of Wands. Yeah, it's like destined for you to come into union, into marriage, into the same home, right, with this person, and to celebrate, to have many celebrations. And 11, 11, it's like that twin flame right? But it's like the angel twin flame journey, which is a whole other kind of thing, I feel. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. I'm not sure why that's here, so I'm just going to keep going and see what else comes out. 5 of Swords. Seven of Cups. So I feel like this is just saying that, like, both of you have maybe been through many lifetimes, many portals, many relationships where you have been put in this 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles energy, right? Where you are just, where you have nothing, where you're left with nothing. You feel like you have nothing and no one. And, you know, like you're battling the world and everyone in it. And you can't understand how and why. You know, it's like, how did I get here? Why is this happening to me again? You know what I mean? Is the kind of feeling that I'm getting from this. And so I feel like this person understands what you've been through. They understand where you're coming from because they've literally been there too. And it could be in regards to family, that, you know, like they came from the same kind of family as you. Maybe it was very dysfunctional. And so they understand the need, the importance, the desire for a good, stable, loving home, right? Like that thing that they could never have but always wanted. And the High Priestess here, I'm getting that, yes, that this is like, you understand. You understand this person on another level. They understand you on another level. It's like you're going to have you already have a psychic connection with this person, with the new person that's coming in. I just want to make that very clear. This is someone that you have never met in this life, in, you know, in this 3D world, in this lifetime, okay? Meanwhile, you have someone who's trying to come in and give you, charm the pants off of you. We'll say that, okay? And cause you burdens. Someone who is coming in. It's like the fake love, okay? The imposter. The what do they call it in the Bible? What's the name? What's the word in the Bible? The counterfeit. There it is. Counterfeit. You have a counterfeit who wants to come in, who is either already in your life, wants to come back into your life, or is newly coming into your life. A counterfeit who's being sent in to try to burden you on your path, to try to prevent you from reaching the real deal, okay? So you need to watch out for this. Use your intuition. Keep your boundaries up. Stay protected. Stay prayed up, okay? Because there is someone here who wants to come in and fuck it all up for you. But I feel like you've come so far, and your intuition is strong with the High Priestess here. I feel like you'll know. Yeah. Because the star, you are meant to heal. You are a star. This other angel is a star, and you are meant to come together like a constellation. I just got that, like a constellation. It's like you two are either from the same constellation, or you're meant to form your own constellation, kind of thing. You are, it could be power couple too, that like together you two are going to become seen like stars. And you're meant to be. And there's going to be a lot of good that comes from this. A lot of healing. Because you will be the role models, I'm getting, for lots of people. Young and old. All right, let's close this out. Yeah, Three of Cups. So yeah, it's like you're going to be maybe not stars to the world, okay? You may not be, you know, famous, but you'll be like small town famous. You'll be famous in your own community. It's like you're going to be pillars of your community. You're going to be seen, you're going to be known, you're going to be loved, you're going to heal a lot of people in your communities, okay? So we have Page of Swords and Ace of Cups. So I'm getting a little bit like soul tie, soul contract. Maybe this is a new soul contract for you. Why is that important? Okay. I said, why is that important? Because I'm sitting here thinking, if you truly love each other, why do you need a contract or whatever? But you know what I mean. I feel like because in the past you've had soul contracts that didn't work out so well, and so it's like, I don't know, it's just like a fail-safe kind of thing, where you have a soul contract with this person, and if for whatever reason, you know, it's like this, the sun, the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun. It's like all's good, you know, good independent love, blah 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 blah. But if for some reason they put you in this energy, you know, that contract is important. So it's like if they don't follow through on the contract, then they get fucked up. All right, that's all it is. And so yeah, like I said, I feel like you've had soul contracts with other people that didn't work out, okay, and they got fucked up. So that's here as well. So like you've had these bad relationships, whether it was parental, romantic, friendships, whatever, that didn't, and there was a literal contract, you know, like a soul contract that you had with these people, and they broke it, and in doing so they broke their own hearts. And so it ensures that no matter what happens, right, no matter what, you are going to end up in the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like you have a soul contract with God, right? And so God is like obligated to make sure that you reach this, right? So it's like no matter what, you're gonna end up happy and independent. Independent doesn't always mean alone, right? Okay, but you're gonna be happy. You're going to have luxury. You're going to have stability. You're going to have freedom, independence. You're just going to feel, you know, like the happiest that you've ever been. It's like this is the lifetime that you are guaranteed to reach this. And no matter who comes into your life, if they try to take this away from you, or they don't hold up their end, they're going to be in this and you're going to be in this always. All right. I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope, if nothing else, waiting, it has entertained you for a few moments in time. And if you haven't already, you will like, share, and subscribe to the video and or the channel. Years. You may have been waiting 25 years for this. You may have been waiting 3 years for this. What else about waiting? With 3 and Pisces here, you may be meeting this person in March. Yep, stars. You two are both stars, and you are meant to come together to form your own kind of constellation is what I'm getting from that. E. I don't have more than one letter for each in here, so just imagine another E right here. I, right? I. Your eyes are open. This is a lot to do with your third eye, okay? Following your eye to each other. Maybe you share, like in the astral, maybe you share some kind of eye. Number 19. Okay, that's also the number of Adam, so it's like Adam and Eve. Something might be happening within the next 72 hours. I kind of feel like this fake love is going to be coming in, trying to lure you within the next 72 hours. And we have 8, or eternity. So I feel like this is your eternal love, your true love. And yeah, I hope this has helped you. Bye.